suffering. If you have a husband that actually loves you, good for you. But 99% of women are with men that actually hate them.
Actually talking about them contributing 50% of manual labor when it comes to having children. So they say that they put in 50% while women also do the 50%. But is that correct? Do they really put in 50% or 5%? Because the only thing, when you look at the only thing that these men do to bring in a child into this world is just their ejaculation. That's all. After that, nothing else changes. When their woman is pregnant, nothing happens to a man. When she's in labor, nothing happens to him. Or less, in fact, if he decide not to be present in a pregnancy, nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to hold him accountable. He can decide to do anything, either support or not support. It depends on him as an individual to determine, okay, if is going to support or not. And most men these days, they support when they like, not because they feel like they are also pregnant as well. They don't even want to think that they are the one pregnant. They'll be like, it's their woman that is pregnant. Them, they are not pregnant. In fact, you see men even cheating on their wives when she's pregnant. You guys, let's watch this video of this woman explaining how women does 100% of the manual labor when it comes to having children and raising children. Let's watch the videos together, then we'll come back and discuss.
You're moving through life like a pussy. Men will ejaculate for 5 seconds and claim that they contributed 50% to a pregnancy. If that's not the ego with which you are moving through life, baby, life is moving you, and it does not look good. Let's get one thing straight. Women spend 9 to 10 months creating a child within their womb. 9 to 10 months of suffering. If you have a husband that actually loves you, good for you. But 99% of women are with men that actually hate them and are illiterate when reading the signs. Case in point, I see pregnant women at work. Pregnant women should not be working. He hates you. So women spend 9 to 10 months creating a life whilst suffering, and then ranging anywhere from 6 months to a couple to a few years, depending on your parenting style. That woman is getting milked. She's getting milked out. She's getting milked. That woman is breastfeeding. That woman is constantly required to give away her life force energy. That too, while she's working. So when a man and a woman are trying, or a man and a woman are actually having a baby, you need to do a reframe, because that woman is the one having a baby. Men don't have a womb or breasts. So that woman for the coming years is required to house that baby, birth that baby, and feed that baby. I'm going to say this again, but mind you, this is all done while working. Women run on a monthly cycle. Men run on a 24-hour hormonal cycle. Our capitalist lifestyle requires us to run on a 24-hour cycle in which we are required to output the same amount of energy and a high amount of energy every single day. This system of work is not only completely incompatible with the biology, with the biology of a woman, but it dysregulates her entire nervous system. I don't care whether you're a girl boss or not. I don't care whether you kick ass on a 24-hour cycle or not. Your biology doesn't work with your lifestyle. Your body is chronically fatigued, if not borderline traumatized. And girl, you still step on these bitches' necks. Why? And this is for a non-pregnant woman. So mind you, the 99% of women that are getting pregnant by dusties that will require them to work whilst going through pregnancy, right after giving birth, and whilst breastfeeding. But what about maternal leave? We all get maternal leave. Staying at home with a child is a full-time fucking job. Mind you, the hospitals that we are currently going and getting our healthcare at are re-traumatizing our bodies, because we are not supposed to be laying on our back when we give birth. Did you realize that it was a perverted male doctor that actually set the protocols up for the way that women are to expose themselves when giving birth? What you see in the movies and real life hospitals, yeah, that shit was set by a pervert. Thus, the so many complications that come with giving birth. So after having done that, women are then required to play house and work a full-time job, taking care of their baby, taking care of the house, while that man goes back to his medium wage job to provide. I'm sorry, provide what? Because the only thing I see these Dusties giving are problems. Provide problems? Really, girl? Anyways, we got like so distracted. Anyways, so women are holding that baby for 9 to 10 months. Oh, I didn't even mention this. The amount of suffering a woman goes through in her pregnancy, for example, morning sickness, is determined by the health of the father at the time of conception. So not only are you as a woman taking on the spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical responsibilities, i.e. burdens, in 99% of cases. Not only are you taking on these burdens, and let's assume all these burdens bring you to a zero, like that's just a neutral place, the average kind of pregnancy you can have. 99% of you are with men who don't take care of their bodies, who don't give a fuck about their health, and have made your pregnancy experience negative 100, bitch. Negative 100. Mahi, are you telling me that this man took away the opportunity I had to experience a normal and healthy pregnancy and provided me with a toxic, life-threatening pregnancy? Yeah, girl. Yeah. Did you know men needed to start working out at least 2 to 3 years prior to conceiving? They needed to stop smoking. They needed to get serious about their health 2 to 3 years prior to conceiving a child? At least? So let's recap. Men have the audacity to claim that they contribute 50% into the creation of a child. Mind you, this contribution includes 5 seconds of ejaculation, the best thing a modern man can experience. Mind you, he probably didn't even give you an O. Despite that also increasing your chances of pregnancy, he couldn't even contribute in that way. Whilst you contribute 9 to 10 months of your life to a toxic pregnancy whilst working under conditions that are completely incompatible with your biology, and then you are required to unsafely birth that child in the American healthcare system, which puts you at risk and gets all of your male doctors off. And right after that, you're expected to work a full-time job at home and taking care of a newborn child. Actually, those are 2 jobs. Immediately postpartum, and then you still don't have an autonomous live child. That child and its ability to live is completely dependent on your breasts, not on a man. So not only are you required to provide 9 to 10 months of your life, but you are required to provide another 6 months to few years breastfeeding. Because men cannot contribute in that way. That child will die without breast milk. And then say it with me. You're supposed to do all this while working and living on a 24-hour hormonal cycle when that's literally not how your body works. And then I haven't even mentioned this. Your body is never the same. Your body is never the same. You are set back in your career. For the rest of your life, you will forever be known as a mom. I would like this to change because moms are their own individuals outside of their relationship to a child and or their husband and or their family. But change takes time. So not only have you given up your identity, your old body, a lifetime of freedom, because mind you, fathers aren't set to the same standard that women are. Not only are you deemed a liability at work, but after 1 year of going through an entirely toxic pregnancy with little to no support, and then working 2 full-time jobs right after postpartum, taking care of a baby and taking care of the house, you have now subscribed to 18 years of being the primary protector and provider of said child. Because again, men aren't socialized to contribute to their families. But men will say they contributed 50% and didn't have to suffer when they jacked off and into you. If a man ever tells you that God is the only being that can create life, first of all, that's a generational lie. Second of all, he's just straight up wrong. God and women create life. Men just don't want you to put 2 and 2 together. This is the audacity you need when moving through life. So if you don't send that email about getting a raise right now, girl, get the up and get to your computer. I want to hear click clack now. Now. Like and follow for more.
If you're hearing some sound, it's raining heavily. It's raining heavily right now. But anyway, we're talking about men contributing to childbirth and child labor and all of that. The thing is that some men actually try to support their woman, but I feel like the kind of work and kind of sacrifice, the kind of efforts, the kind of pain and everything that woman puts into cannot be compared. In fact, why are we even having this discussion or this argument to start with? Because it's not even an argument. You can't tell me that men are what are they contributing? What are they doing? Like really, what are you doing to bring in a child to this world after having sex with a woman? What else do you do? Okay, what else do you do? Do you find it difficult to sleep when your tummy is so big? Some women still go to work, even in their first trimester, that you are going to be literally sick and vomiting, everything irritates you. You still need to get up and go to work if you work in an office, especially if you work every day. It is not offline or virtual work. You have to be there physically. You have to go in your first trimester, in your second trimester. I think it's when you get to your third trimester, that is when you get your maternity leave. The first trimester, a woman is sick because there's a foreign antibody growing inside her body. And some of the time, if it's your first pregnancy, it's a weird thing. Like something weird is happening. Your hormones are like, what's going on? Like everything is going to be off. So you don't even know what to expect. You don't know because that first time you're going through a lot. What happens to the man? Yeah, some men will be there for you and take care of you while you're sick and all of that. But do they fall sick? Do they feel sick? Do they feel the sickness? They do not feel it. Most of the time, some of them will not even answer you. If you disturb them too much, they're going to leave you alone and be like, what is your problem? Are you the first woman to get pregnant? Are you the first woman to get pregnant? So why are you stressing? What annoys me most is when a woman work and then a living before getting pregnant or getting married. And once she got married and she already pregnant and she has to stop her work. Nothing pisses me off more than that. That she has to stop her work and stay at home and take care of children. While the man will still go ahead and still insult her. Probably she asks for something or she asks for things to be done or she needs something for a personal need and the man will tell her that you don't do anything. All you do is sit down at home and do nothing. So me that go out and work all day, you think I don't need the money to do this for myself? Or they kind of gaslight and be like, what, you don't even do anything. I wish I was one staying at home. Nothing annoys me more because the way people see staying at home, mom job, I will call it a job. I don't know if I should call it a job because they don't get paid for it. They see it as you're not doing anything. You're just at home. When somebody asks you, "Are you doing? Are you at home?" Say, "Yeah, I'm home." You're enjoying. Most women, in fact, all women that are staying at home are not enjoying the work that they are doing, especially the ones that are not even getting paid and the ones that don't have helps around. If you're a woman and have kids around and you don't have anybody helping you and your husband doesn't even appreciate you, check on those women because they are going through a whole lot. Because they will, later on they realize how they've wasted years just sitting at home taking care of children. And nothing annoys me more when a man doesn't appreciate a woman that sacrificed her entire career and life just to care for their children. Women, before you decide to have children, nobody's telling you not to have children because I don't think anybody can stop anybody from having children, even if you see what is going on. And you see the women are treating women that they have kids with. I don't think anybody can stop woman or any woman from having children because women are very stubborn when it comes to making decisions. They always want to experience things themselves. So it's fine if you want to experience childbirth, motherhood, and all of that. But be wise in choosing the partner, the man you're going to have kids with. I feel like the moment you choose the wrong person, because when it comes to marriage, yeah, you can divorce your partner and start afresh with another person or even start afresh by yourself alone. It can end. But once you have a child with someone, it's not going to end unless the child is no more. right? So you are attached to that person for life. The greatest commitment, having children with someone. So be wise in choosing the right person to have kids with. Check, make sure you are checking the list and checking the red flag. Any little red flag, don't do it, because at the end of the day you will regret having children, because most women that regret having children, it started from the man that they had kids with. If they had a supportive partner, if they had a very caring partner and loving, and the person that actually feels and understand what they are going through, most women are not going to come out and tell you they regret having children. It's because they end up doing things alone. They end up seeing that they don't even appreciate them at all, and that is why they are not having kids. That is why they are regretting having kids. Okay, that is one of the reasons, not all the reasons, but that's one of the reasons why some women are like, you know what, if they actually have a good partner that was there for them and all of that, that understood what they are going through, they're not going to come out and tell you that they are regretting having children. So if after everything you still want to have kids, it's fine, but you have to use your head. Okay, have kids with a man that you know that can be a father, a good father, not just because you're seeing his potential or something. Make sure, you guys, I don't know how it's possible, be wise, women, just be wise, because at the end of the day, is either you're on the right track or you're on the wrong track. There's nothing like you being in the middle. It's that you're going to regret it or you're not. Anyways, you guys, what's your take on this video? Let's have conversation down in the comment section, respectfully, as always. Regular Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.